Let's be honest, most people still don't fully understand how a man truly behaves when he's falling in love with an older woman. Society loves to paint these relationships as temporary flings or just a phase. But here's the truth. Men don't fake certain behaviors. When a man is in love with an older woman, he shows it in very real, noticeable ways. The problem? Most women don't recognize these signs because they're expecting the usual cliches. You know, the dramatic gestures, the non-stop texting, the I love you after 3 dates. But when a man is serious about an older woman, the signs are deeper, more intentional, and way more telling. And missing those signs can lead to confusion, second-guessing, or even pulling away from something genuine. So in today's video, we're going to dive into 6 unmistakable signs a man shows when he's truly loving an older woman. And we're not talking fairy tales here. We're talking real behavior backed by psychology and actual case studies. Here's why this is important. Older women often come into relationships with more emotional maturity, clearer boundaries and life experience, and that can intimidate some men. But the right kind of man, he steps up. According to a 2023 relationship study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, men involved with older women reported higher satisfaction levels, citing emotional depth, stability, and better communication as core reasons. But what's even more interesting, the behaviors they showed when falling in love were different from typical younger man relationships. So if you're an older woman wondering, is he actually in love with me or just intrigued? This video will give you real answers. Let's break it down sign by sign. He prioritizes emotional connection over physical intensity. Most men, especially in their younger years, tend to lead with physical attraction. But when a man is truly loving an older woman, the emotional connection becomes front and center. You'll notice this shift in how he communicates. Instead of focusing on how you look or flirting heavily, he'll start asking deeper questions. How was your day? Really, what was it like when you went through that phase in your life? What are you passionate about now? In a 2021 case study conducted by psychologist Dr. Helen Fisher, it was found that men in age gap relationships with older women displayed 30% more emotionally driven interactions than those in same-age partnerships. These men expressed higher levels of appreciation for emotional support, life advice, and intellectual connection. This isn't just interest, it's emotional investment. He wants to know who you are beyond the surface. That's a huge sign he's falling for you. He respects your independence instead of feeling threatened by it. Let's face it, older women tend to have their lives together, careers, routines, maybe even kids, and that can scare off insecure men. But not this guy. When a man is in love with an older woman, he doesn't try to compete with her independence. He respects it. He won't constantly ask, "Why didn't you call me back right away?" Or, "Do you really have to work late again?" Instead, he'll say things like, "I admire how dedicated you are. I'm proud of everything you're doing. Let me know how I can support you." A study by the University of California in 2022 revealed that men in relationships with older women were 43% more likely to describe their partners as inspiring and self-sufficient. These men often used words like admire rather than protect when asked about their partner's independence. So if he's encouraging your goals and doesn't need constant attention, that's not detachment. It's love rooted in respect. He seeks your opinion and actually listens to it. When a man is in love with an older woman, he values her wisdom. You're not just his romantic partner, you become his sounding board, his advisor, his go-to for real talk. And this isn't just for show. In a case study published by the American Psychological Association, researchers found that men dating older women consulted their partners for major life decisions 27% more often than men in traditional same-age relationships. This includes career choices, family matters, and even mental health decisions. So what does this look like in real life? He asks for your take before accepting a job offer. He talks through family drama with you. He values your advice on how to handle conflict or stress. This isn't about stroking your ego. It's about trusting your judgment. That trust is a cornerstone of deep, lasting love. He doesn't play games. He's clear about what he wants. Older women don't have the patience for dating games. And the man who's really into you, he knows that. He doesn't ghost, he doesn't breadcrumb, He doesn't keep you guessing. Instead, he makes time for you without being asked. He communicates when he's busy or needs space. He talks about the future and includes you in it. In a 2020 survey by eHarmony, men who dated older women were twice as likely to define their relationship within the first month compared to those dating younger partners. The reason? They viewed these relationships as more intentional and were less interested in ambiguity. This means if he's showing up consistently, being transparent, and respecting your time, he's not just playing the field, he's invested. He's willing to learn from you without feeling less of a man. One of the most powerful signs of love? Humility. When a man truly loves an older woman, he doesn't act like he knows everything. He's willing to learn from your experience, your insight, your worldview, and he doesn't feel emasculated by it. This might look like asking you how you handle challenges in your life, letting you take the lead in certain areas: financial planning, health, parenting, acknowledging when he's wrong, and being open to growth. In a long-term study conducted by the Institute for Relationships and Behavior in 2023, men in age-gap relationships describe their partners as teachers and life partners more often than girlfriends. The emotional maturity they experienced became a motivating force for their own self-improvement. So if he's asking you for guidance, not because he's lost, but because he respects your life experience, that's love without ego. He embraces the reality of your life, not just the romance. Here's the final sign, and it's a big one. When a man is in love with an older woman, he's not just in love with the idea of you, he embraces your entire reality. That means he accepts your past, whether that includes a divorce, kids, or years of singlehood. He doesn't shy away from your age. He embraces it. He's not constantly comparing you to younger women or making passive remarks. A 2022 case series from Relationship Dynamics Research followed 50 couples with older women and younger men. The most successful couples had one thing in common. The men fully integrated into the woman's life, friends, family, kids, and all. These weren't secret relationships or part-time romances. These were full-on accepted and respected commitments. If he's willing to step into your world unapologetically, that's not just affection, that's real love. Let's do a quick recap. When a man is genuinely in love with an older woman, he shows it through real actions. He builds emotional intimacy, not just physical attraction. He respects your independence, not resents it. He values your advice and listens with intention. He's upfront about his feelings, no games. He learns from you without letting pride get in the way. He embraces your full life, not just the romantic side. These signs aren't based on fantasy. They're backed by real behavior and actual studies. And if you're an older woman wondering whether he's the real deal, these are the things to look for. Because love at this stage of life, it hits different. It's not about fireworks, it's about consistency, connection, and commitment. And when a man truly loves you, he won't just say it, he'll show it loud and clear. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this. And if you've ever experienced one or all of these signs, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your story. And remember, it's not about your age, it's about how deeply he's willing to show up for you. Stay empowered, and I'll see you in the next video.